You just flick it, or?
You can just pull it off. Yeah. Okay, so you're doing it correctly. You're pushing the top of it to the edge because then it won't come out. Okay, so now you're going to find, nope, it's this. So you gotta find it. Find where his erector spinae first.
So, right here.
Okay, so come off of it. Stop. 2 fingers, like this. Push down. Push down. Feel it, right? You feel it in the groove. Now open. Yeah, now you're right in the middle. So line of drive. Where's your line of drive?
Oh, I need to be
No. What did I do?
45.
I was 45 into me.
Okay.
Okay, you could just drop this. Drop this. You can come in a little bit deeper. Yeah. And remember I said piston? Like this.
Things like that.
Okay, let me see. Nope. See?
There we go. It's there.
So, one, you were on the ipsilateral side. And I said you were the contralateral side. So, remember, come like this. This is where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
You were over here. You need to be over here.
Okay.
Okay? So it's this. Watch me, and then it's push this way. Your first thing always is, what I didn't see you do is show me where the bony anatomy was. You just went right into it. Show me where the bony anatomy is first.
Okay.
You good? Now, before you touch the needle, show me where the bony anatomy is.
Wiping it.
Even before.
Oh.
Show me the bony anatomy. The first thing is always bony anatomy.
Okay, so right here is the spine. So then right here. Then I go down and spread.
Are we doing ipsilateral or are we doing contralateral?
That was on Ipsy.
We're doing ipsilateral?
I was.
Okay. But I showed you contralateral.
Okay.
So let's do contralateral. Why do we do it this way? Did I show it this way?
Go one contra.
Right, but this is what did I show it this way in contralateral?
What do you mean?
What I did was in contralateral,
Yes.
you're doing this,
Mm-hmm.
I was showing you this.
Okay.
Do you understand the difference?
I mean, I see the difference, but why does it make a difference?
Because when you're out like this, you don't have very good control. You have to pull into the tissue this way.
Okay, so I'm pointing inward still?
You're down and in
Okay.
into the spine.
Okay.
Okay. Now show me, get one of those pipettes and show me exactly the. Okay, and then show me exactly how you're going to push it. Yeah, and then.
And then the piston goes.
Yeah. Okay. Do it again. Swab it off. So you're off. You're like here. Where's the spine?
Right here.
Okay. So you are, look how far you are. Nope, still far. Yeah. Down. Mm-hmm. Stop. It's going to be here. Give it that much pressure. Mm-hmm. Good. Nope. Remember, I said piston. Don't ever push from the top. It's not a syringe. Until you hit a bone. Okay, let go. That's better. That's exactly the way that to do it.
Okay.
Okay? I don't want to see this opposite hand this way. Okay, do it on the other side. Or this way again.
Do I need to rewipe? Does that do the whole area?
No. Because you're going to do a series. Okay, remember what I said? You have to, nope, this. Now push into the pipe. Yeah, now you can go. Don't do that. Because then you're going to contaminate this and then you're going to touch this again. It's a bad habit. So
Okay.
don't do that. Don't let me ever catch you do that again.
Okay.
You're pretty close to the midline. Look how far you are. It's not far, but you need to be out here.
Okay.
You're almost on the other side because if you think about it, you're doing this. So now where are you? Where's the end point? It's over here. It's not here. You have to come out a little bit. You should have been out in this way a little bit more. Do it again. Push the pipette. Okay. Yeah, good technique. Good. Much better. It's better. Yeah. So as we go deeper into like closer to L5, the tissue is going to be deeper, right? Because there's a lower doses. So do you see how much play there is still? I can probably go even deeper than that.
Actually, we're too close to the head.
Yeah, so that's the issue. So you know for the next time that you probably use 100 millimeter here instead of a 75. Okay, do one here. Now you have to be careful of like the needle above, right? So yeah, and also just like if you're fucking with the tissue like this, you're making the needle move inside the tissue too. So you're making it angry. So you have to be like aware of that. Make sure that you are just coming down like this and trying to not disrupt as much. There's going to be some disruption to the needle above or below. It's just trying to do your best not to do it.
To minimize it?
Yeah, to minimize it. Mm-hmm. Now you have to push that pipette hard into the skin. Yeah. Okay, so these are little things that I can notice about Ben when we're doing this. At any time you go into the hard pipette, his hand starts to squeeze a little bit because there's discomfort. This is the type of detail that you have to look for when we've gotten into some situations where you don't know whether or not. Don't put it in your pocket. Put it in the. No, don't put it there. Put it in the garbage. Yeah. You have to be noticed. You got to notice that there's a little bit of discomfort. These are the little things that I notice that I'm like, oh, maybe I should come off a little bit. Okay, go. So this already, I can tell you, it's too on. You're like, look at this angle. It's a little bit too deep, like this. You were like this, and it needed to be more like this. It was not on a 45. It was like more on a 90, 80, or 80, 75. This is more of a 45.
Okay.
Okay, so then when we're doing the ipsilateral, now you know that this is the middle. You're gonna come off, same thing, come like this, and then this way. Those are 40s. So the acupuncture needles are organized in a way that it's 20 or 30 millimeters, 40 millimeters, and then 75 and 100 on the as close to the.
Okay.
Yeah. So first is depth, and then it's tissue pull. So find the depth, first stop. First is depth, and then tissue pull. Yeah. So be like mechanical like that. That's like, be robotic about it. Pretty close. You can come out a little bit. More. Yeah. Now push the pipe first. Yeah. Push the pipe hard. Yeah. Good. So you know how you're doing it right? Because this is not floppy. It's like pretty stiff. So that means that you got a good insertion. And now you can hold here. Yeah, right about here.
Almost didn't feel that one either.
Yeah, and then
Barely felt
just
that.
push it down like this. Yeah. So you got to go down with the line of fours. Okay, that was a good one. This one. So up, what did you immediately do? Yeah, and then.
I did put my left
There should be nothing else touching it. Don't get into that habit. That's pretty good. Good job. Look how close you are to that. There's no way that the erector spinae is that small. More. Look. More. There. I would go even a little bit more lateral. There. Okay, stop. I can't watch you do this. Stop. When we prepare for the needle first, one, you should always, so this needle, as you see, bent it. Look, I'm always doing this. There's never a time where I'm not holding it like this. Watch it, look at it, memorize this. 2 fingers, peace sign, pushing the middle. The one pipette is on this middle finger. The top of the needle is on the index. Down, open. Probably here. And then push down. Then look, I'm already in a position to drop it in. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold it. Yeah. Yeah, always. That should always be the position that you hold the needle. You should be more lateral.
I'm following your hole. You had it right
Yeah.
there.
Okay, go. Perfect. Yeah. So you see how you're doing a lot of this. I see a lot of movement in your elbow. It's this. Watch. Look how I don't move my elbow. It is a minute. Yeah, it's this. No, it's not this. It's this. Do this. Do this. Make it okay sign. Okay sign. No. Okay sign. Push. Okay sign. Push. Okay sign. Push. See how you don't move your elbow? You don't use your wrist? When you use your elbow and your wrist, you're now entering more degrees of freedom, which means that it's going to be a very jagged movement. It's not a jagged movement. It's a okay sign, push sign. Okay sign, push sign. Okay. Stem. You stem. You're creating an electrical field between two areas. Okay, so if I want to get into just this, this is about L5, L4 area. Wherever the side that hurts the most, so let's just say his right side hurts the most, I'm gonna put the negative anode on that side. Because the negative anode is gonna be a harder, deeper response. And I'm going to hit both of these things. So I'm gonna arc them. I'm gonna arc. Do you see how I don't arc at the hilt?
Mm-hmm.
I arc at the middle. This is why you also have to be cognizant of, like, if you're gonna do this, you might want to have needles that are the same height. I make sure everything is off. And I put them on. And then I slowly turn it on until Ben starts to feel, Ben, just tell me when you start to feel some movement. Usually they'll start to feel it at 4. Yeah, see? And then I kind of want to see a twitch response right there. Do you see it's very subtle? You can feel the twitch all the way down into your multifidi. So this is where I'm like trying to pump blood into the region, right? I'm like trying to create a muscle pump right into that region. If you were going to 6 or 7, there's something wrong with this, or there's something wrong with your connection, and immediately stop. It's very rare that I go to a 6 or 7. Like I can think of maybe 3 times where I did it.
What are the assistance for that?
Pro athlete, they had very high pain tolerance.
Would that be like with
There's no one that you've met that has a high pain tolerance.
not even that center from the Miami?
No, I did 5, and he was like.
Is the negative on the right?
Huh?
Is the negative on the right?
Mhm.
It almost feels midline.
You don't feel it?
No, it almost feels midline. Like it's just
Yeah.
dead in the middle.
You're feeling midline because the way that we needled was like the end of the needle is at his midline,
Okay.
right? Because you see how close we are to the spine. You have some more play on the right side, and then we do this and we pull this off first, and then we turn it off, put this back in, and then we could do all that other stuff. And this is a note, which I'm going to make it on Notion. When you're asking me to come to do needling, make sure that they're absolutely ready. That means that they're facing the table. If I'm going their back, facing the table and their shirt is off. Because you have to make this more efficient and effective. If I'm coming in doing it, you should be like, the shirt off, the prep area is prepped, right? And then you could be,
You're gonna wipe them down already too?
yeah, you could wipe them down too. Like, you don't need to have gloves to wipe people down. So wipe them down, and then I can just fucking come in and needle. But for now, we're going to focus. Today, we're going to focus on lumbar spine. Sarah Adams is coming in today. We're going to do her thoracic spine and her traps.
That's coming too?
Yeah. We're going to do Ben's quads and hamstrings because we need like the easy, and glutes. So that was pretty good. Okay, so let's do it all over again. Then is this sore or no? Can we do it again?
Sure.
Because I know sometimes this gets really sore. Okay, so we're gonna stim into this guy and Ben's lumbar spine erectors again. We're gonna start from the beginning.
Okay.